Hello, everyone. Tone Deaf Monk here again. Just wanted to bring you a quick one, and today I wanted to share my thoughts on my first and only KZ, and that is the KZ PR1 Pro. A lot of haters out there for KZ, as I once was. Saw it for 40 bucks on the first week promo and thought, take a chance. I don't have any other planers since selling my Timeless. Let's get into a little bit about it. So the KZ PR1 Pro came out almost immediately after the KZ PR1. Probably made a lot of people mad who had already purchased one. Not sure the whole story there. I think after some feedback from reviewers that the PR1 original was not well received and the tuning was a bit of a hot mess. So in a flip of a hat, KZ style, another one comes out, PR1 Pro. Voila, changed a bit, and it's in the eye of the beholder. Could be a fantastic looking one. I don't mind it at all. I think it looks a little blingy. I hate TFZ connectors. I end up just putting a regular 2-pin on it, as I find it the TFZ goes too close around my fat ears. So there you be. On mine and playing around with the in my journey with the KZPR1 Pro, I put a 350 level filter on the nozzle. Ended up putting, after tip rolling, the Dunu SNS tips. Weird tip, smaller than I would normally take. Works great. So that's the PR1. I'm keeping this one real short. I had a Timeless. I got rid of it because it disappointed me in its stage. And the PR1 Pro is definitely better in that regard. Actually, what I like about this IEM more than anything else is it doesn't sound as much like a planar as it does a dynamic driver. And that's pretty good praise. The bottom end is a little bit more thick. It has more note weight. Mids are planar mids. And if you haven't heard one, they are fantastic. They sound really nice and clean and detailed, and same as the highs. It's a really well tuned IEM, actually, maybe a little spicy for me. That's why I threw the filter on. I mean, honestly, 50 cents for a filter and a little bit of time and playing around with it, it's worth it for sure. I really like this IM. I don't think it gets as much play as it should, probably because there's just a lot of haters and it's, KZ, and you think it's going to be, you know, another hot mess of garbage, but it's actually probably their best tuned IM. It has sub bass, it has mid bass, and enough to make it a really fun listen. Never sibilant for me, and I'm treble sensitive. So again, that says a bit. Yes, I did put the filter on, but that's just to get it to my exact happy place. So I don't mind that at all. With this, I am, I picked it up for 40 bucks. Pretty hard to beat, in my opinion. If it ever goes on sale, I'd suggest you pick one up for your collection. I think all planers, I was having conversation this morning that they don't sound like planar headphones and they don't sound like big home planars. I have both. There's a reason planars are the size of a small wall, and my chair sits smack dab in the center in my media room, and the planars are angled towards me. That's how it gets its special sauce in the stage. That's how it is very transparent and open. They disappear in front of you. That's fantastic. Then you shrink them down, you put them into headphones, you kind of get that same tone and timbre in it, and it's great. That's a bit of what we love about planars. Then you shrink them down even more and you stick them in the side of your head, on either side of your head, and we expect it to do magic, and it doesn't. Planars have, in my opinion, shortcomings. The shortcomings are typically the bass is very fast and transient. The transducer that they use, a planar transducer, doesn't move much air. It moves very quickly, thus it's going to produce very quick bass. Same as mid bass. Again, I think the PR1 does a pretty good job of this, actually, more DD like than planar one, and that's good. The I think 2022 was the year of race to zero. How cheap can we get a planar, and where can we take the tuning? And I think this was the epitome of all that put together. And I think it was the best rendition, in my opinion, and best value for a planar on the market for what came out in 2022. There's a couple companies now that are obviously coming out with hybrids, and I think that's 2023. I think that's where we're going to go. And we're already seeing some of those. The Salesi's coming out, or it's out, and it gets great reviews, and there's others. But the pricing just needs to, companies like KZ, if they can take this planar driver, put a DD in here and an EST, a nice one. Again, we probably won't see that from KZ. And cross it over nicely, implement it nicely, and tune it nicely, and put it at $200. Wow, you're going to sell a bazillion of them. And I think we're going to see that in 2023. I'm really excited for it. Hello, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching my short little clip of the KZ PR1. I hope you enjoyed it and it gave you a little bit of insight on my sound impressions. If you get a chance to pick one up, especially at the less expensive price, I'm sure you will enjoy it. And even if you don't, I'm sure you will as well. Thank you much for watching, and Tone Deaf Monk out for now.